观众朋友们，晚上好，欢迎收看最新期的子天访谈录 SD Talk Show， 我是子天 Skydong。Welcome to SD Talk Show. Hi, Danny.
Hello, Miss Skydong. How are you?
Very good. I'm so happy to see you today again.
Thank you. 快乐.
Yeah. 快乐 is me.
You think Chinese is easy to learn?
I think you like Confucius, right?
Yes, I love
孔子.
Confucius. 孔子,
Yeah.
Yes.
Chinese
That's good.
is not hard to learn because I think Vietnamese with Chinese has some
Right.
similar.
Well, we cannot say Chinese is difficult because I've seen a lot of Americans with blonde hair and blue eyes speak Chinese fluently.
Yeah, fluent.
So I think it's possible if we wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. What do you want to talk about today?
Yeah, I heard many good news
Yes.
and about your real estate.
Yes.
So I know you were closing a deal, a land, right? By next week.
Right.
So I think everybody want to learn. Danny doing good business, but you how to step by step to selling that and be so successful.
Okay. Thank you for saying that.
And telling us the secret.
Secret? Wow. I'm not sure I want to share the secret with you, Sky. Maybe you have to pay for the recipe.
Okay.
Yeah. But as a matter of fact, nothing is a secret. But they said nothing under the sun is a secret. You know, everything with information. It's just a matter of if you focus.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful. You know, sometimes you listen to. First of all, you have to get the right mindset. It's happening here.
Yeah.
I mean, in your mind, it has to be stable. You remember what Confucius said. He said, in order to conquer a society, you need to conquer your family first.
Yeah.
In order to conquer a family, you have to conquer yourself first.
Yeah.
In order to conquer a nation, you must be able to conquer your community first.
Ah. Yeah.
In order to conquer a nation, the world, you have to start small.
Yeah.
Tề gia trị quốc bình thiên hạ. So that's what it said, yeah. So I think it's had the right mindset. You know, started 25 years ago, going to the commercial real estate career. I have a very clear vision. My mission is to help people to get into the business, to find the right place so that they can open the business, to invest in the right piece of property, to become a landowner, to become a shopping center. So with that vision, I've been very focused. That's all I do, 25 years. Remember, we talked a little bit earlier. I said, I don't know what else I had. I only know how to do real estate. That's all I do. But you know, when you do something over and over, you are good at it. You remember what Bruce Lee said. He said he's not afraid of the guy who know 100 move, but he's afraid of the guy who know one move, but he do it 1,000 of times.
Yeah.
That means you are good. So with that, you know, I'm very good at selling land, shopping centers. That's how we do. Yeah.
Wow, perfect. Can you talk about more this piece of land? You how to find the buyer?
Okay. So basically, next week I got two deal to be closed. Okay, one is land, 6 acres of land on Antoine acres. Okay, and then another transactions. We're going to put a national franchisee, a restaurant, into a vacant space of a shopping center. So those are two, and then that is the result, the end products of an effort. But you probably want to ask me, how did we sell it, right?
Yeah. How do you know this kind of the client? And if the buyer want looking for you, what kind of service you can provide for them?
Okay. First of all, in this transaction, I represent a seller, the land sellers. You know that sell in order to do anything, you need to have a track records. The reason that people came to us, to the end commercial, our company, because we have done it before. You know, for example, if you want to have a surgery, heart surgery, of course the first thing you ask the heart doctor is how many cases have you done, right?
Yeah.
So we have track record of selling land. And your next question is how did you have a proven track record of selling land?
Yeah.
Because three things. Because I understand the products. I understand the market. And we understand the clients. Understand the product. We understand the products very well. Because as you know, land, you talk about land, there are different type of land. You know that, right?
Yeah.
How many type of land are there?
I think most people buy it's a vacant land. It's not developed yet. And some land is already have electricity, water. Yeah, it's ready for use. But that kind of land is more expensive.
Right. Yeah. I think you have small land, you got big land, you got developed land, you got undeveloped land, you got land for investment to wait. People buying it and wait for future appreciation in value, and you have land that people can buy and to develop right away. But sometimes with that, you have to further classify them. You know, what kind of development? Is that a shopping center? Is that a single building? Is that for an office building? Is that for an apartment? Is that for university? So there's different type of development projects require certain different type of land.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to. We don't have a lot of time to go over them, but you have to be able to classify different. Is that land for retail, for industrial, for apartment, for hotel, for
different
office,
uses.
different type of uses. Understand that, and then it take a long time to learn those products, because if you help a client to buy land, so those are the very minimum requirement. Because it's not a piece of land. Remember the client that you represented? You know, they need to find out, I mean, does it have enough power capacity?
Yeah.
Water capacities?
Yeah.
And all the infrastructures is supported, so you understand the products.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we already talked about the land, so I want to talk about some shopping center.
But I know you're very, you try to move. Let's talk one more aspect of the land, okay?
Okay.
One more, okay, before we move on. So the other one is, you know, after you understand the products, and the next one, you have to understand who will be using it. So usually after I get people come to us, they ask me to buy land, and then after that, I visualize. After understanding what kind of land this is, okay, and then I visualize in my mind who will be there. So you think about it already. Oh, this could be a great shopping center, and then in your mind, you see a shopping center, and then you start asking a lot of questions. You know, if I build a shopping center, what does it take? If I build medical clinics, what does it take? If I build a school, restaurants, a hospital, what does it take? So usually I visualize. I come up with 10 different best buyers. You remember in real estate, it's called the best and highest use. The people who make the most money will pay the highest.
Yeah.
So basically, I look at if it's a hotel, what do they need? So basically, you create a package that you show the physical aspect of it. Okay, this is the size of the land, this is the boundaries, this is all the infrastructure, what kind of utility does it have? And even in this zone, in a certain zone, because sometimes, I mean, it may be physically feasible, but the government do not allow, the local government do not allow you to build that, so you know that in advance. So you create a packet together, and then you even help them with the market, target market. They're not buying land, but if they build a hotel in that area, so you understand the market around the area. You know, it has to have certain population. It has to have attraction area, traffic counts and all that, because this market will support that. For a school, demographic is different. For hospital, it's different. For retail, it's different. Does that make sense? And then after you understand the physical aspect of it, and you understand the market of it, and then you have to understand that remember the client mentalities, and more importantly, the price, opinion of value. How do you know how much you will sell it for, in your opinion?
I think
Somebody give you a piece of land and said, hey, I mean, how much do I sell it for?
I think she co-starred the past 6 months the report comparison.
Okay. So this is how, if people look up on the internet, they do sales comm.
Yeah.
But it's not easy like that. If that worked, then a real commercial broker does not have much value, because there are no two pieces of land are the same. Two pieces of land. Let's say if one piece of land was sold a couple of years ago, right down the street for $5 per square foot. Are you telling me that I should sell my land for $5 per foot too because it's so? It's not.
Yeah.
Because the principle that no two pieces of land are the same, even though it's the same street. But on this street, it's close to the intersection. At this location, you have accessibility, and the other person you cannot get in. This piece of land is on the way to work. It's different with the one on the other side of the street, because the traffic counts are different. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then this one can be seen from a certain direction. This one cannot be seen. So there are several factors. So a lot of people in real estate, even professional appraiser, they use the past history record, which are not correct. Because 2 years ago it was sold for $5, but now it's different. The market is different. With inflation, with increase in price, with all that, it's different. But more importantly, now it's boiled down to, it was sold for $5, but now there's no more land left. You are the last one.
Yeah.
So now you have to use the supply and demand.
Yeah.
So it's just an art. I think that's its advantage. We know how to help them, the land seller, to come up with the right value, which is extremely important at the highest possible. Sometimes the appraisal value, they appraise for this much, but we sell it for this much. Why? Because we find the right buyer. When you find the right buyer, they need the land for projects. They make money, then a few dollars doesn't matter. Is that true or not?
Yeah. I learned a lot of things today. Yeah, about the land.
So you'll be the land specialist, right?
Yeah, soon.
Land is pretty good. You have to remember that land is the most precious commodity. Land doesn't, population, people grow, but land does not grow. So land is still the most precious commodity, especially nowadays. We just got some new listing I shared with you earlier. Now, I mean, as the population expands, you remember before Katy used to be nothing.
Yeah.
Katy and Kendleton, Rosenberg, and all that. But now, as the population is going west, it's going south.
Yeah.
And farmland is pretty good investment too.
Farmland. Yeah.
Farmland is one of in the future, farmland, because farmland, this is not farmland with cows on it, okay? It's agriculture, but when population, people move it, it's no longer farmland.
Yeah.
That's when, if people have money, and then they can have the money sit for a while, you can recommend them your large tract of land, 30 acre, 50 acre, 100 acre, 200 acres.
Yeah, for future 5-10 years.
Yes. And as land has been proven that the appreciation in value, it beat inflation, beat recession, and beat recession, inflation, and depressions. So the appraised values always go. So land is pretty good.
Yeah, how about the property tax, the land?
Yes. You remember we classify, if the land is fully developed, if it's located in a city, in a certain area, of course, it's called improved land. The property tax can be crazy. So when you advise your buyer, if you have a land buyer, number one, not only the initial investment, but the holding costs. Holding cost, that means you're holding, there's a cost. So property tax could be crazy. So a lot of times I find some good property, but it's still classified agriculture in value. It's still farmland. It's still unimproved. I mean, sometimes we buy several $1 million property, but the property tax is only a few $100s, because they still use it to grow crops, or they raise cows and animals. So the best thing is that good price and good holding costs, property tax. So then when the population grows, and then the next buyer will buy it, and they will deal with the property tax. And of course, there are a complication of rolling back tax and all that, but it's a different topic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you, Daniel.
Land of opportunity.
Yeah.
How do you say land in Chinese?
土地.
土地.
Yeah, 土地.
Okay.
Yeah, you say correct.
土地.
Yeah.
土地 is.
Yeah, land value. 土地的价值.
Yeah, land is good.
Yeah.
I mean, every country, land is. I love land.
Yeah, and each piece
You should
of
be a
land,
land specialist.
Yeah, sold, the land is gone.
Yeah, you look at this, look Bel Air, for example. Used to be nothing. Look at land right now, even $50 per square foot. I mean, they're no longer available.
Yeah.
I want to train you. Yeah. You will be a great land specialist.
Yeah, thank you. I think so too, because I have a...
You like land, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves land. It's not complicated,
Yeah.
Land of opportunity.
Yeah. Land is the future.
Yeah.
For a city. Especially.
I will be retiring pretty soon. I've been doing it for 25 years. And I'm getting old, Sky.
But
and I want to pass on your knowledge. I mean, of this, I enjoy doing this. You know that I work so hard. Work very hard. But after a while, you want to pass on the knowledge.
Yeah.
So I want to have somebody. I mean, eventually, I need to do something. I'm writing books, and then I want to get my flying lessons. I become a pilot. I want to fly around writing book, and I want to go around and speak. I want to become a speaker.
You want to have your own time.
Yes, I want to enjoy life a little bit, because I've learned it from my, after my father's death, and my mother's death, and it just changed a lot, You cannot just chase. I mean, timing is everything. I've been doing it very hard, and I love it. And it's time to pass this on. That's why, one of our shows, remember, before the show, I told you, if an audience get nothing out of it, after our show, they feel more inspired.
Yeah.
They feel more hope.
Yeah, especially recently, the stock market is a crash.
Yes.
And a lot of people ask me, they interested for real estate because never down, always increase.
Yes. I'm telling you, usually people don't share the secret of your career. People are afraid that people come in and be your competitors.
Yeah.
But we are different, Sky. I believe in abundance. I believe in collaboration. The better you do, the better. I mean, the world is too big. It's just like an ocean. Nobody can get it all. I can teach you as much as I can, but you're not going to compete with me. I have a different target market. I have a different client.
Yeah.
But the new model is collaborations. And you talk about listening to the news. I started in 1996. And think about it, since 1996, after I graduated from Texas A&M and I went straight into the career. You remember that?
Yeah.
But think about this, Sky, since 1996, how many bad events have happened?
Even 2008?
God, yeah, you remember when it went down to about 2000, the recession and depressions, 9/11, hurricane, COVID, you name it. And there's always something bad, always something happen here and there. I'm up to the point right now, I stop listening to the news. I create my own news. I stop watching the economy. And we have to create our own economies, because when the economy is down, Sky, you have different opportunities. People trying to sell it, and then now you just find it. You remember Darwin, the evolution theory. They said it's not the strongest that will survive, but the one who can adapt. You adapt, just like water. remember Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee. You know, Bruce Lee is not only a martial art master. Bruce Lee is a good philosopher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like a lot of the things that Bruce Lee said. He usually used water as strength. You know, he used water as strength. Flexibility. You just be, you know, whatever the market, and then you just go with the market. And up to the point when the market up and down, as long as you stick with your client, they always have need.
Yeah.
If it's up, they buy it, or if it's the market's down, they sell it. Whatever it is, you just stick with your client, you'll be all right. And I'm speaking from experience. You believe me, right?
Yeah, good advice. Very good. Yeah, I'm so happy you're teaching me and teaching a lot
No, you'll be great.
resource for the...
You'll be great. I want you to be the next generation and focus on land. When people come and ask you about land, you know a lot. They will come and ask you. And plus, you know, you remember our strength. It's not only about the land. For example, if other people come and they buy land, but you know, a lot of these developers, Sky, it's not about the land. They need help with the permitting. They need help with process.
Yeah.
They need help with the government. We have that. You know, we have relationship with local leaders. We understand politics. We understand where to help them to go find loan. With the financings, we help them with other resources. If they have a problem, we help them to find architect, to find environmental specialists, to find bank, to find construction. So you become very resourceful. So you become a place where land buyer who come to you, because you are a problem with solutions. I am a landlady.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy to learn from you.
No, I'm very happy to share. When one teaches to learn, I share with you. But this, I love it. I'm ready to. I want to do it for another 10 years or something like that, and I want to pass it on. So, get ready. I think the market will be great. Oh, another thing I want to share with you is that, you know artificial intelligence, right? It's called AI, artificial intelligence. It's a new technology where human intelligence, robot intelligence will take over human.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the next, I look into the future, intelligent robot will replace a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Heavy job, dirty job, industrial job. A lot of jobs will be wiped out because of artificial intelligence. Even now, they have a girlfriend.
Yeah. I saw some TV show.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
They even have a robot, female partner.
Yeah. I also already see Uber deliver food for people's house. It's a robot.
Can you imagine that? I mean, so they're going to replace waitresses.
Yeah.
They're going to replace the driver. Then now they're trying to replace a girlfriend here. I don't think it's possible, but one thing I'm telling you, mark my words. No, not a kind of artificial intelligence will replace a great commercial real estate deal makers. Because we deal with human mind.
Yeah.
No amount, I guarantee you, for the rest of your life, no artificial intelligence will replace a good deal maker, a good land broker.
Yeah. Only they can do some easy job. I think broker.
Yeah, because they can do some repetitive job. Whatever job, they just repeat the same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah.
But in commercial, in real estate, it's, every transaction different.
Yeah.
You deal with different kind of person. You deal with different client. And the thinking is different, and they say one thing, they do different things.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to master the human skills, right?
Yeah.
Right. You have to understand the psychology of selling. You have to know when they feel bad, when they feel good, when they're ready to, in addition to your technical skills, product skills, right? So I think this is a good career. And you know what? And being a good land broker, another benefit is that you help to contribute to the success of the society. You know what I mean, right? Because, for example, a piece of land, for example, you're helping some client right now, right?
Yeah.
A piece of 30 acres with nothing on it. And because of you as a land brokers, because of us, we understand, we bring the buyer and the seller together.
Yeah.
We help with the transaction, we get a public. After 2 years, boom,
Yeah.
you got a manufacturer
Yeah.
come in that employ 100 jobs, create million of dollars for the city. It changed the value in the whole area.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's called pride of what you do.
Like an artist.
Yeah. So what do you have in mind? What are you thinking?
Thanks for sharing the today. So by the end, can you give some audience some inspiration? Yeah. Inspire them.
Yes. I think I believe that every problems create opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that for those with the younger generations, we don't let the news that brings you down.
Yeah.
You know, when you wake up in the morning, you turn on the TV, you see somebody get killed over there, somebody get robbed over there, a baby get kidnapped over there. And before you go to sleep, you turn on the TV, there's another fire, the house get fire, and things like that. But you know, sometimes, I mean, the news doesn't give us the positive sides of life. So we have to create our own realities. So what I'm telling you is commercial real estate, career and investment have treated me very well for the past 25 years. And I'm ready to share the opportunity with people.
Thank you, Danny. I think audience today learn a lot of things with me about the land.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing your secret.
Of course. There's no secret. It's just you do it, you know. And maybe Danny's secret. You know, each person have a different. You have your own ways of doing things. So maybe they call it's a recipe, right? Recipe. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I really enjoyed the conversations. And
the next time we can share about shopping center, landlord, tenants.
I know. You want us to cover everything in one section.
Because our audience also have a lot of buyers, potential buyers.
Yeah.
They want to know. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if they need to have an opinion of value, you know, we can help them.
Yeah.
With that. Yeah.
Anytime you can call on the screen the phone number.
Yes. And then we can help them together.
Yeah. Thank
you, Sky.
Thank you.
This is fun.
Yeah. I see you next week. 这就是今天的子天访谈录。See you next week.
Yeah. Thank you.